Don't miss the tea. Subscribe now.
Oh my God, sit down. No, seriously, sit the hell down because you are not going to believe the absolute nightmare I have been living through. You know me, right? I'm a grown man, I pay my taxes, I mind my own business. But apparently in the state of Louisiana, sleeping in your own damn bed is now a crime if the wrong person is watching you do it. So let me set the stage for you. I had an old buddy over the other night. He's 42 years old, but he lives life like a nun. He doesn't drink at all, but I was in the mood to let loose a little. It's been a long week, right? So I'm in my own house, comfortable, safe, and I drank a fair bit. But I'm 40 years old, I know my limits. I wasn't throwing up or breaking furniture. I was just heavily buzzed. Eventually, I turned to my friend, who is stone cold sober and staring at me like I'm a zoo animal, and I say, "Hey man, I'm cooked. I drank too much. I gotta go to bed." That sentence ruined my life. I walked to my bedroom, climbed into my bed, and went to sleep like a normal human being. Safe home. Well, apparently Mr. Sober Panic Attack interpreted I'm going to sleep, as I am dying of alcohol poisoning. I'm dead asleep, peaceful, and suddenly bam, I am jolted awake by lights, noise, and chaos. I open my eyes, squinting against blinding flashlights, and my bedroom is full of people. And not just people, uniforms. Police and paramedics are standing over my bed like I'm a crime scene. I'm sitting up in bed, blinded by flashlights, with cops and paramedics surrounding me in my own bedroom. I'm totally disoriented. One paramedic says, "Sir, you need to get up. We're taking you to the hospital." I look at him like he has 3 heads. I said, "The hospital, I'm sleeping." Then the cop steps in with major attitude. "Your friend called 911. He said you have alcohol poisoning and you're unresponsive." "Unresponsive?" I yelled. I was asleep. I told him I was going to bed. I tried to explain that I was fine, just drunk and in my own home. I know my name, I know where I am, I just want to sleep. A rational conversation, right? But no, the cop looks me dead in the eye in my own house and says, "Sir, you have 2 choices. You can get on that stretcher voluntarily, or we are going to arrest you for public intoxication and resisting, and we'll drag you there ourselves." Public intoxication in my bedroom? Since when is my duvet cover a public sidewalk? I asked him. "You're going to arrest me if I don't go to the hospital for sleeping." "We're taking you in for your own safety," he says. "So, are you walking or are we cuffing you?" I was cornered. If I fought, I'd get a record, so I complied. I got out of bed, seething, and let them march me out of my own house past the neighbors, shoeless, looking like a criminal, all because I took a nap. They put me in the back of the ambulance and I sat there staring daggers at the paramedic. I told him, "It's the day my friend lost his mind and you guys violated my civil rights." He didn't think that was funny. We get to the hospital, they wheel me in like I'm an invalid, and the nurse looks at my chart, then at me, and asks, "Why are you here?" I threw my hands up. That is the million-dollar question. I was sleeping. The cops told me if I didn't come here, they'd arrest me. She checks my eyes, talks to me for 30 seconds, and realizes I'm just a guy who had too much whiskey. The doctor comes in, shrugs, and says, "Yeah, you're clinically intoxicated but medically stable. You don't need to be here." I was in that hospital for maybe 20 minutes. My sister had to come pick me up in the middle of the night. It was humiliating. I thought that was the end of it. But wait, the story doesn't end there. Oh no, a few weeks pass. I'm trying to forgive my friend who still thinks he saved my life. I go to my mailbox and there's a letter from the ambulance service. I open it. $800. They charged me $800 for the privilege of being bullied out of my bed, threatened with arrest, and driven against my will to a building I didn't need to visit. I stared at that bill until my eyes watered. $800 for what? For a taxi ride with a siren? I didn't ask for it. I didn't call them. I specifically refused service. I told them to go away and they told me, "Get in or go to jail." And now they expect me to pay for it. Is this even legal? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. How can the police threaten a man with arrest for being drunk in his own private residence? I wasn't causing a disturbance or holding a weapon. I was under the covers. Even if they believed the frantic phone call initially, couldn't they use their eyes once they arrived? I was talking to them. I was arguing logic. People with fatal alcohol poisoning don't usually debate constitutional rights with law enforcement. I am so angry I could spit. I feel like I was mugged by the state. I didn't need the service. The hospital confirmed I didn't need it, but I was forced to take the ride under threat of incarceration. Now they're sending me the bill. It feels like extortion. I haven't paid it. I refuse. But now I'm scared they're going to ruin my credit, all because I wanted to get a little tipsy on a Friday night and my friend panicked. I need a lawyer, don't I? Tell me I'm not crazy. Should I sue the cops, sue the ambulance, or send the bill to my friend? I need a tea. And a lawyer, definitely a lawyer.